Dear friends, my name is Veronika Tsapkala and I'm from Belarus. As you may be aware, presidential elections took place in Belarus in summer 2020. In the beginning of the campaign, 3 strong opposition candidates were denied the right to register. 2 of them are still in prison, and the 3rd one had to flee the country due to false criminal charges. This is when I, along with Maria Kolesnikova, representative of another potential candidate, gave our support to the only opposition candidate to be registered, Svetlana Tikhanovskaya. The elections took place on 9th August 2020. For the 6th time over the past 26 years, the president of Belarus once again falsified the elections and declared himself president. This sparked the start of the revolution in Belarus, the first ever revolution with a female face. The level of resistance to election results is unprecedented in the post-war period, especially on the part of women who stood up for and protected their men. It's hard to believe that in the 21st century, in a European country, women are being beaten, tortured, raped, and yet still do not give up their fight for democracy. It has been 5 months since the people of Belarus took to the streets in peaceful protests against these fraudulent elections. They condemned the brutality, violation of the constitution, and the basic human rights. In order to convey the scale of the protests, as of today, 32,000 people have been arrested and jailed, which is an absolute record for any European country since the World War II. We are all aware that women are particularly vulnerable. The regime doesn't care who you are. The regime doesn't care your gender or age. They detain ordinary women, and they also detain high-profile women, such as my friend and colleague Maria Kolesnikova. Among those who were arrested are political and human rights activists, a professional basketball player, a former Miss Belarus, foreign citizens with Belarus roots, and many, many others. Women in prisons are held in intolerable and unsanitary conditions with once a week cold shower, no walking toilet, no basic hygiene. Many women are crammed together in one cell despite of the severe COVID situation in the country. We have testimonies from women who were put in a special cell where they are forced to stand upright as there is no room to sit or lay down. This is genuine torture aimed at breaking people in order to force them to give up their fight and stop the protests. There are many accounts from women of how they were raped, humiliated, and beaten up by regime forces. We started to gather these testimonies in order to share them with the international community so that this black chapter in the history of the Republic of Belarus will never be forgotten. We realize we have to speak out as we want to ensure that the infringement of women's rights going on in Belarus right now is known about throughout Europe. It is for this reason that we have established the Belarus Women's Foundation to provide help to those women who have suffered at the hands of the regime. We are going to support those women who have fought, spoken up, and faced the repressions as a result. The former president has insulted Belarusian women for many, many years, describing us in such vile terms as pigs, sheep, rats, and prostitutes. He has stated that the constitution is not meant for women, and we are going to change this. The women of Belarus have been the epitome of courage, dedication to democratic principles, and the fight for the human rights. Our work will not cease when the regime falls. We will continue to support women's active involvement in politics and business. We need funds to make this happen so that we can provide support for women both in the immediate term and also for the future development going forward. Please help the women of Belarus. If you help us today, tomorrow we will help you. Please donate. Thank you very much for your support. Живе Беларусь! Long live Belarus!